What is up, guys? You got NotTheWorst here, bringing you another Black Desert online video, and today we are taking a look at what succession is. The reason for this, I've been obviously covering the updates and things we see happen to the global lab, and in some cases the KR servers about the succession updates, and there's always in the comments something along the lines of asking of what exactly is succession. Since we haven't quite broken that down. So we've loaded up the nice little global lab where Dark Knight has succession. It is not on any of the live servers just yet, but since we are getting Ranger and Warrior going live with tomorrow's patch update for NA and EU, I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and answer those questions with exactly what succession is, since there's a little bit of confusion going around for it. So if we open up our skills setup here, you can see we have, as normal, our main skills all the way through the tab, and you can also see here we've got our awakening tab. We also have this tab here, which is these little diddly symbols here. Translates something along succession, tradition, whatever. So the easiest way to think about what succession is if you've played any other MMO, it's a different spec for your class. So every class is going to have eventually two possible specs or specializations. You can choose either to run your awakening tree or your succession tree, and that is literally what this is. Your main tree does nothing. It does the same. It's unchanged from how it is. Your bomb skills are the same. Then you get to choose, do I want to go succession or do I want to go awakening? Obviously, we've had awakening around for a long time. Succession is the new spec, if you will, that is being introduced into the game on our servers starting with Ranger and Warrior tomorrow. So that's what it is. It's not a matter of like, do I lose these skills? Do I get these skills? Do I have to choose this, that, whatever? You choose what spec you want. Succession, awakening, that is all. Now, as far as weaponry, when we're talking about physical weapons, like actually what weapon you're going to see your character using, it does not use your awakening weapon except in certain circumstances. And what I mean by that is each class will actually have two skills that are from their awakening that will be used in succession. So for Dark Knight, we get Spirit Legacy, and we also get Twilight Dash as well. I guess you could say, because she is still, I mean, if we're talking about graphics here, she's holding still the same little sword thing as the pre-awakening thing, but then the Twilight Dash does have the flying little, whatever things on the side that I thought were supposed to be the two flying swords alongside. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. We're talking about graphics here, not as far as what does this actually do. Now, the next thing is, what does that mean for my awakening weapon? Is it completely useless? I'm glad you asked that question. It is not completely useless. It's just as necessary as it's ever been, because the damage in your succession is scaled by how much damage your awakening weapon does. What does that mean? That means higher succession damage with a higher grade awakening weapon. Obviously, your pre-awakening weapon does impact that as well, but it's not useless. It is super, super, super valuable. So that is pretty much it. That is what succession is. It is a secondary spec that is going to be offered for your class. And like I said, each class will have two skills from the awakening that will carry over. They're different, obviously, for each class from there. And then the spec itself is going to be independent of each class. For instance, we get a different Wheel of Fortune, Spirit, and like Lunacy of Adir and that sort of thing. We have the ability to actually cancel out of a lot of our animations, and this is just Dark Knight specifics. Obviously, like I said, other classes are different from there. So you'll get to kind of play around with the builds and see what you kind of like, starting with Warrior and Ranger tomorrow. But yeah, that is what succession is. That is when it's coming. If your next question is, when are we going to be getting the other classes? I can't tell you for sure because I have no idea. I just know that we are officially getting Ranger and Warrior. I would imagine there's no reason they couldn't launch it each week, but they might draw it out to every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks to introduce another class or two, because both the Global Lab and KR servers have a whole lot more classes already ready to roll as far as succession goes. So we'll see how they decide to release it moving forward from there. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys have any other questions about succession in general, other than class specifics for succession, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Are you guys excited for this? Do you not care? Are you just going to stick with Awakening? Have you guys tried it out or checked out any videos addressing that sort of thing? Let me know. And if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications whenever new videos do go live. And if you want to catch me playing live, you can head on over to the Twitch page, which is linked in the description below. Drop a follow over there so you get a notification when the live stream is up. With that said, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.